So I'm part of the after school theater program for some reason. They put me there, right? And it's fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, and they're gonna do the Jungle Book for their show, right?
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's cute. It's
I
great.
was gonna say Timon and Pumbaa. That's definitely not.
That's not it.
That's it's Baloo.
Baloo, yeah, Blue, best vibes. All right, well, okay, so anyways, we were watching the movie, and Baloo, of course, he's got the best vibes. But halfway through the movie, this little girl comes up to me. She's sixth grade, right? Comes up to me and she says,
Like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old.
She's 11. Comes up to me and says, "Mr. David, I'm bleeding." And I'm like, "Oh,
dude,
where are you bleeding?" And she just stares at me. And it took me a second.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, so I grabbed a jacket from the Lost and Found, wrapped it around her waist, and took her straight to the nurse.
What the fuck? Yeah, I guess the nurses have like pads.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more equipped. I told the nurse I'm not equipped to deal with this.
Mr. David doesn't keep tampons in his...
I'm sorry, I don't have tampons on me. It was her first...
It'd be funnier. You have like a bandolier.
It was her first time
Yeah.
ever doing that. She's confused. She's scared. She goes up to me, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what to do.
You're a 23-year-old man.
I'm a 23-year-old
You're still
kid.
waiting on your first period.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine. Like,
Waiting for that menopause to hit.
yeah.
What?
So I'm just... It's been a rough few days at work recently.
Yeah.
I think if I saw a child have their first period, I think I would just like freak the hell out. I would literally just be like,
You're like, do you want Hunter's there? He's like, you want a Band-Aid or?
What would she... Here's a cork.
He looks staring at it. He's like, rub some dirt in it.
I'd pop a champagne bottle and
Oh,
go, here
God.
you go, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like freaking out.
Which fair.
Obviously so, but like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
I think you did the right thing. I think you
I
just,
did
I think
good.
you
Did
just
I-
take him to the nurse.
Good job.
Take me to the nurse. All right.
Oh, we gotta do
Come on,
sandwich
come
high
on.
five. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Anyways,
Yeah, the
today-
joys of teaching middle schoolers, I guess.
That
it
is
was
not a joy.
Elementary. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the district I work at is 6th grade is still elementary.
Oh, I've
But
heard
yeah,
about
the
that.
joys of middle school.
Yeah.
Super fun.
I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Loss.
My loss?
Hey, at least you know now because you will be a teacher in the future. So I guess you know how to
I don't want to
it.
teach middle school or
Yeah.
that age. That is the worst age to ever teach.
That's
That
the
makes a
worst
lot of sense.
age.
Yes. Middle school is the absolute worst. They are...
I think elementary school's got to be, because then you're,
No.
dude, like
Elementary's fun, you know?
kindergarten, first grade, you're just babysitter. You're not even
Yeah, you
teaching
just
them
hang out
much.
with them. I'm literally playing chess with kids all day half the time. Like, it's fun. And then high school, you're actually teaching them, like, information. But middle school is the worst. They don't care. All they are is just annoying and just sassy.
But
and just,
elementary school kids just randomly throw up sometimes.
yeah, and you just handle it.
But it's so gross.
I've been one of those.
Kids, what are you going to do? Like, there's
But
nothing...
you don't have to, if you just don't teach elementary school kids, you just don't have to deal with it.
I actually have a funny story about that.
Yeah.
I think I was in 3rd or 4th
It's
grade.
not as common as you think of them just throwing up. Like, yeah, sure. Okay, so I was with this this kindergartner, and he was just... I was walking around campus on my 15... I'll get back to you in a second.
You just totally started this story.
We'll get back
I
to
just
you in a
squeezed the fuck out of his broken knuckle,
Aw.
too.
No, it's okay. You got here. I just felt it
Oh.
go through the
For
hand.
for our audio listeners, Hunter's knuckle is maybe separated or something, so I squeezed his hand and
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm on my 15-minute lunch break, or not, just my break, right? And I'm walking back to my classroom because I just dropped him off at recess, and there's this little kindergartner just lost, just lost,
just out in the world.
And he's just looking at some trees, just like, and I'm like, "What's going on, buddy? How you doing?" He's like, "Where am I?"
Good question.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Where are you? What's going on? What class are you in?" He's like, "I don't remember." okay, can you take me back to your class? And he's like, I don't know where it is. And I'm like, okay. You said you're in kindergarten, right? He's like, yeah. So we go to all the kindergarten classes. None of them recognize him.
No.
None of the kindergarten classes recognize him.
Dude.
And I'm like, oh, shit.
Did this kid just finally gain a conscience and then just be like...
He just forgot everything from before.
He's like, the world is an infinite...
So I'm like talking to him, and he just doesn't have any answers.
Well, high school kids do this too, but it's because of Xanax.
Yeah, it's Xanax. It's like this little kid is just like... just doesn't have a brain. Like, I don't know what's...
Dude, that's what
like
I'm saying.
He doesn't remember it.
Kids under 10 suck.
He's 6.
They're just little fucking gremlins that just need to eat shit, piss, and vomit on the carpet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck it.
It's the same thing as a cat, all right?
Yeah, I don't... I mean, cats are a pain in the ass, too.
Whatever.
Cats walking around your apartment just pushing shit off ledges and stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, I got this kid. I took him up to the front office. I look away for a second, and he's like grabbing a tree. Just not climbing a tree, not like full on hugging it, just one hand on the tree, just grabbing it. Not touching it either, just
grabbing it.
Grabbing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's the first time
He's like,
touching
I
a tree.
like this tree. And I'm like, okay, let's go to the office.
Are you sure this wasn't just 6-year-old you?
I think you had
I saw myself a lot in him. All right?
You walk through a time paradox and you're like...
Yeah. Anyways, got up to
He
the
walked
office.
through a time paradox. He actually wasn't in any of the classes.
No, we go up to the front office, right? And talk to the program lead, and they're like, oh. And they're looking through like the list of all the students. Can't find him.
Because he's Dave from 2006.
They can't find him on the list.
You need to warn him about the housing
just
crisis.
Some random kid.
You need to
right?
tell him the truth.
All right. I know, honestly. Invest in Bitcoin now.
Dude. See, trying to explain to a 6-year-old that they need to invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm like, oh, it's summer. He probably thinks I'm cooking with the thoughts because I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is this kid, right? Because they're looking through all the kindergartners and like,
oh yeah, I forgot it. So do you think he wandered on campus?
I think okay. So I thought he just wandered on campus for a bit, and I'm like, no, because it's a closed campus, right? You can't just wander on. All the gates are covered right now.
You think so? He's
Hopefully.
6. He'll slip through them bars.
Hopefully. But I figure out it's summer. That means he was in kindergarten. He's going into first grade. So I go to all the first grade classrooms. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
The first 3 don't recognize him.
Oh, bud.
So I'm like stressing the fuck out. And I'm like, oh my God, he's just... And then I get back to that thought of, he doesn't exist. Turn around again, he's gone.
A man out of time.
I turn around again, and he's around the corner. Like, I can't see him. Like, he's just gone. And then I find it. I, like, am looking for him, find him, take him to the last classroom, and they're like, oh, where have you been?
You didn't think to look... How long do you think this kid was lost for? Like, reasonably? Like, 20 minutes?
Like 30, 40 minutes. Because it took a long time for me to, like, figure out where to go.
I didn't even know you could let a 6-year-old out of a classroom unattended.
I didn't think so either. But apparently he was going to the bathroom.
Was the classroom you're supposed to have just waiting for you to, and you're just like, you just come back like, I just like helped a lost child.
I was on my 15, and then they just were waiting. I mean, I was in a classroom with another teacher, so like they were just watching it while I'm dealing with this because I have a radio. I called them and be like, hey, I'm dealing with something important right now.
You have like a big chain of keys, like on a ring that you walk around campus with.
I wish, but no. I just have a radio.
You should just get
honestly,
some
that's
keys.
even cooler.
Just some keys and
Just a big ring with a bunch of loose keys on it.
I should.
Come here, kid. It's like a cat. Like literally, just like start shaking it. Like, come here, buddy. He's like, ah.
I love working at the high schools though sometimes because I get to drive the golf carts. Those are fun.
That shit rips.
Those are fun. I'm just some young kid just driving or whipping around, like, just cruising in between.
You're all
Fun.
tripping kids out the side of it and stuff.
Yeah. One kid asked me for a
Taking
ride,
their
and I'm
heads
like,
out.
"Where are you going?"
You're flipping hoods on kids and shit. Fucking knock their hat off as you drive by.
Get fucked, loser.
The teacher, you're like, damn it. Fuck.
I like working with the high schools because it's like you'd like a dick to them, and they think it's funny.
Just
like,
getting
haha.
bullied, and it really is just the fucking
Full circle.
Did you have a story about being in 3rd or 4th grade and throwing up?
Yeah,
You go back to your story. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So I don't know what happened this day, but I was in like 3rd, 4th grade, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just not feeling good. And I like raise my hand or like talk to the teacher. I'm like, I need to go to the restroom. They're like, all right, go at it, I guess then. And so
hold on, Hunter. Hey, shut the fuck up, Dave.
Sorry.
it's okay. So I just start feeling awful. Like I'm literally spinning. Imagine your like what's going through your head as you're in like 3rd grade and your head just starts spinning. Like I was petrified. So I like walk up to the teacher. I'm like, bathroom. They're like, okay, go.
Teach these eddies are hitting, dude.
So I open up the door. I'm like fumbling with it. I open up the door. I literally
It's a push door. He's like, I can't figure it out.
I fumble with the door. I get out. I take my first couple steps out. I literally am like staggering, like a drunk man walking out of a bar at 1 a.m. And I get to this double door because it's a double door to go into like by the bathrooms because the bathrooms are outside.
Double door bathrooms.
And
that's
so
a private school for you.
Go to the bathroom in a saloon.
No. So it's like
He's got
all
spurs on and shit.
like kindergarten through 4th grade was all one building, and it was all like a row of classes. And then there was like a hallway.
Private school.
Private school.
And
Private
then a double door, and then the bathroom's outside. I get to the double door. I open it up. As I'm opening it up, I just go.
Oh.
And there's a girl right there, and she's like a grade or 2 above me, and she's just like.
Just staring at this pile.
And like looks up at me and then just like steps around. I'm like, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's okay. And then like goes to her classroom. And then I just go to like I just go to the men's bathroom. I'm just sitting there yakking in a toilet.
That's so gnarly. Yeah, I think that happened to me in the dorms freshman year.
Yeah.
I did that at a Bass Pro Shop.
You
really?
You threw up at a Bass Pro Shop?
Actually, I didn't just throw up in a Bass Pro Shop. I blew up that toilet. There was a so there was a line
It coming out of both ends.
It was coming out both ends.
Dude,
I was doing a full switcheroo. Like it was bad.
You gotta hit him with this whole switcheroo. Yeah. So your pants around your ankles, and you have to hit the fucking spin.
Yeah, I'm like, so I was like not feeling well at all, like feverish, like. Could barely keep my eyes open. Like I was not doing okay. Waiting in line for the bathroom.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
At a Bass Pro Shop.
There's a line for the men's bathroom at a Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Just pee in the fountain.
Just piss into the bass pit.
Yeah, into the open air aquarium, dude.
Well, okay. And then everybody was like fucking around and like taking too long. And I'm like, can I please go? And like they look at me and they're like, no. And I'm
like a bunch of grown men in line looked at. How old are you?
I was
17.
I was a freshman, so I was like 15.
Okay, so you were not a kid.
I wasn't a kid.
You were a hard teenager at that point.
But I was very obviously not okay.
Yeah,
like. Someone did look at me just like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I need to use the bathroom.
No, thanks for asking.
No, I'm about to die.
And then I'm like, just waiting in line for like another 10 minutes. Somehow I hold everything.
Oh.
All right. Get into the stall.
Fucking your stomach's expanding like a Looney Tune character.
It's just pouring out of me.
Flooding.
Right?
Oh, dude.
And then I'm like, and I turn around and fucking yak into it. That is a cesspool.
Chocolate rain.
It was a mix of piss, shit, and throw up in that toilet. And I was making some noises too, all right?
You're letting out some guttural.
I was making some noise. I think I cleared out the bathroom too because like when I was like 10 minutes later, like I was done, everybody was gone. Like there was like 2 people in there.
And it was horrifying.
Originally, there was like a line of like 15 people.
Yeah, there's no one in there, and bomb squad's at the door. The dude in the marshmallow suit with the big fucking dome helmet is like, he's in there to defuse.
He's like, you okay, kid? No.
I don't know what's going on. And then I got up, washed my hands, washed my face, completely fine.
It is crazy that you can
completely
just
good.
have like a torrential episode like that happen in public, wash yourself off, and then just be on to the next, because what else are you going to do?
What else can I do?
What else can one do?
Yeah, I'm 15. I can't drive. Like,
So you're just, so you're not even with your family.
no, they're somewhere else in the store.
Oh, okay.
Like they're
I thought you were just 15 hanging out in a Bass Pro Shop. I don't know. When you're 15, you just hang out places.
Random places.
Yeah, Target parking lot, Bass Pro Shop, whatever.
they're on the other side of the store buying like a fucking safe or some shit like that. And I'm like, hey, I need to use the bathroom. So I walk over, halfway walking over, I'm like, I do not feel good at all. And it just like all hit me at once.
Oh,
Threw up, shit everything out, just all of that. And then got up, was completely fine. No more fever, no more nothing. Just went back to them and just be like, I'm good now.
fucking, you have one of those like, you remember, like how in like the 80s and 90s, all the fitness fads, like the teas and drinks were just like, they just gave you like diarrhea and shit.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's healthy for you.
They're like, you want to lose weight? What if you shit your brains out every day?
Just shit out all the weight. You're good.
I might be down to try that. Lose a couple more pounds.
Just
Something I want to do is I want to deworm myself. Everybody has worms and stuff, you know.
Sorry, are you just coming out to us as an ivermectin truther?
What? What the fuck is that?
Ivermectin? You don't remember during COVID when Joe Rogan came out and was like, you don't need the vaccines, you need ivermectin, and it's like a horse dewormer. Oh, that was a whole thing. But the thought was because it's like an antibacterial or whatever.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Everybody has worms, right? You got liver worms, you got stomach worms, you got
brain
intestine-
worms.
Everybody has worms, and we just don't realize it because we just live with it. But like, I want to deworm and see what's going on.
What comes out?
Yeah, I just want to see what's going
Does
on.
it come out in your like stool, or does it come out in like what?
Comes out every end.
Oh, dude.
I'd rather not pee something out of me.
Okay, not pissing out, but like, you know what I mean.
So you're saying that everyone
Okay,
just is it like the bacteria that like lives in our like eyelashes or whatever? Like, is it just shit that's just there? Like, where do the worms?
It comes from our food, you know. We
Oh, sure, meat and stuff.
Yeah, and you know, it could have been something you ate like years and years ago,
It's
but
just
like
living in
it's
there.
just living in there because like living and reproducing and just
Yeah, okay. Well, because I always thought when you get like a worm, like a parasite, like they gotta like get that shit out of you. But you're just saying they're just kind of vibing in there.
most of the time you don't even realize you have them.
Yeah, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like tapeworms, you don't even know you have a tapeworm.
Gross.
yeah. I'm gonna hop on that with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hop on that.
GTIP
Wait,
episode.
GTIP
It's
deworms.
GTIP deworms, and it's just going to be a live
Oh
video of just the door to the bathroom.
no, it's a GoPro in the bowl.
It just
Oh, ew.
Oh, dude.
This was supposed to be the holiday episode, not the shit and piss episode.
Oh, I wonder how we fucking got there, Mr. David.
All right, let's retrack here.
Retrack.
All right,
let's
Get on
throw
a
the
different
caboose
train.
on the train, and the caboose is, we were supposed to make ourselves a holiday.
Let's get into it more. Okay.
Well, let's start. Did you guys fix Labor Day?
no, I
what
think
the
Labor Day is
hell is
perfect.
that?
You think Labor Day is perfect?
I think it's perfectly fine.
Labor Day is a great holiday.
Labor Day is great. It's the one day of the year that represents like your labor as a person. You get the day off, and it's simply just to get the day off. That's
It's
what
a
it's
holiday
for. It's
for
a
the
holiday
individual,
It's a
and
holiday
not for the masses.
to show that you work.
Well, let me.
How did you
pitch
fix
it
Labor
this
Day?
one?
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Because I love Labor Day, and I think it's badass. It all started with. Do you guys know how we got Labor Day?
No.
No.
Fucking, there was a whole fucking thing in New York called the Haymarket Affair, where workers weren't being treated well. It was like in the 30s or 40s or whatever.
Yeah.
Surely none of those problems still exist. And then somebody threw a fucking stick of dynamite at the cops. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. People used to do shit back in the day. This is wild. Like nobody does anything.
Men
like
used
that
to
anymore.
have hobbies. And
People just had dynamite. You know, it was easy to get, and like you could just throw it at whoever you
That's
want.
why we need to get back in the mines. That's where the dynamite is.
I throw dynamite at public defenders.
Well, here was the deal. So they ended up charging like 8 dudes with it. 6 of them weren't even there. So if you throw dynamite at the cops, this podcast might get also me and Dave executed.
What if I'm masked and they don't know it's me?
Well, you have to, but make sure you have to do the Batman thing where he leaves his mouth open. That way the cops know he's white, so they don't shoot him.
Oh yeah. I got you.
I was thinking about fixing Labor Day because Labor Day is a great day, celebrates labor. Fuck with it. But what is the celebration really? How do we commemorate it? And I wanted to take labor to the two base words, the etymological roots, so to say.
Fuck. All right, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Lay, and then the word bore, meaning to dig.
Okay.
And I think that you should celebrate Labor Day by laying pipe, and every worker should just celebrate Labor Day with unprotected sex.
Okay, you should celebrate Labor Day 9 months in advance. So on that day,
a bunch of kids
have
are
a
born.
child.
Your wife goes into labor.
I think it's good. I think hitting it raw day, and it'll fix the declining birth rates in America.
I think hitting it raw day should be its own.
That's the 9 months earlier.
Hitting it raw day 9 months before Labor Day. All right. New holiday.
New holidays.
We should write all these down.
We should write all of them down.
We should get our producer here. We even have chairs for him. That'd be great.
The fucking car chairs.
Yeah. Just right out of view, we have a bunch of car chairs.
Yeah, you know how like sometimes that second or third row in your SUV comes out and it's just like its own chair? Boom, in the studio.
Hunter, what's your holiday?
Hunter, what's your holiday? Wait, well, what day is it?
It is July 24th, 7/24.
So we were tasked with
24.
making up our own new American holidays.
Yes.
And Hunter's picked July 24th.
July 24th. This is called New You Day.
New You Day?
Isn't
Oh,
that
just wait.
first?
No.
Isn't that the first day of the year too? Like New Year, New
No,
Me?
this is new. This
Okay,
is a new thing. And during this holiday, the government gives out a controlled substance, and
Oh no.
everyone takes it, and for the entire day, everyone
Everyone's
is in and no, just wait. It's in an induced coma for 24 hours.
What the fuck?
And basically everybody has a dream for the entire day, and whatever like comes out of this dream is like your perfect life. And so basically like it happens once a year, and that could change. So basically like you have this dream.
If I may interrupt you for a minute. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking? Start with the controlled substance.
Yes, what is this drug?
What are we doing here?
It is an unknown compound that the government has created.
Wait, it's just like sedatives and
Okay,
psychedelics.
wait. So you haven't even. We're talking like if you could make one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
what we're doing.
he's having the U.S. government invest in pharmaceutical development.
Which it already has before.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say specific things that it's done, but it has done before.
Yeah, just give me an Ambien and a tab of acid. Is that so? That's but why? Okay, why the coma? Like why add that into it?
Everyone's asleep. The government officials included are also asleep. So literally everybody is asleep.
If I may ask, who watches the kids?
The kids do it too.
Oh my god!
I don't think having kids do drugs is a good idea.
No, it's a government sourced substance. It's safe for kids.
It's well developed, well
It's
researched.
well developed, well researched.
So we all do a sedative psychedelic. Even the kids and the old people.
And the old people.
And the
as
old
well.
people. Okay.
And
Okay.
we are asleep for 24 hours. And
Oh my god.
the next day when we wake up, we go back to our lives, and we say nothing of the sort.
All right, we gotta take 5 real quick.
We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
And we're back after a brief intermission to get back to Hunter. Drug the kids Hogue.
Okay, that is not at all what I meant.
It's exactly what you're meaning. It's
you can't
exactly
say
what you're saying.
You can't say it's not at all what you were propositioning.
It's not just drug the kids. It's drug everybody.
Drug everybody.
The disabled, the elderly, the pregnant,
The pregnant.
all these people.
Now, does a pregnant lady get a double dose? Like the
No. So okay,
And do you expect there to just not be side effects?
there are no side effects. To
no
this
side
drug.
effects.
There's no side effects. That is just out of the window.
It's
just
his holiday.
We said proposed holiday.
This isn't a holiday. This is new drug.
This is gonna be okay. All right.
It's a proposed holiday.
All right.
Anyway.
So it's like a soul searchy thing.
Yeah,
And you don't
so-
think people are gonna like abuse it and like
No,
do these
because the
drugs on their own?
government only gives it out.
Yeah, the government's got
There's
big,
no
big
way to get it.
vats.
They're the only one that gives it out, dude. They give out crack. All right, they.
No, I know. I know.
This is the worst holiday.
This isn't an alternate universe where we actually
where
live
the
in
government actually cares about you.
where the government actually does their job and we live in a utopian society.
Can I have free healthcare in this?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That comes with the drug.
It comes with the drug. You have to do the drug to get the healthcare.
Yes.
You can't vote unless you take the government's drugs.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That's actually Anyway, but so it's new you. So after this day, you find your new self, and again it happens once a year. And so this new self, you have to go and try to fulfill what you find in your dream.
This is that one book. I think it's
The Giver?
No, it's Ray Bradbury. I think.
Fahrenheit 451.
No, it's his other one. I forget what it was. Forget the name of it. But it's Soma. Soma. They take Soma, and then they go fuck each other for hours.
What?
I want to read that book now.
A literary classic.
I had to read it in like 8th grade. It was wild.
They just showed you a book about Molly in 8th grade.
Well, no, it's like a perfect society of like civilization and all this stuff, and then this one dude goes to this like Indian reservation, and they're like doing like weird rituals and stuff, and then like he's like stressed out, so they're like, here, the doctor prescribes him Soma to go to like this orgy, and then they just fuck each other.
It's just ayahuasca.
Throw my balls in your mouth.
And then like there's like different like, oh yeah, everybody's made in like a test tube too. And then they there's different levels of people.
Oh, there's like a caste system.
Yes,
I love
there is.
this. I
And,
want to read this book.
So this different caste system is like the upper caste, they're given like in the test tube, they're like given like extra nutrients and stuff like that.
Oh, it's like
And then,
Gattaca.
What?
It's like Gattaca.
Gattaca?
Oh.
And then the lower castes are like pumped with like fucking alcohol and like
Oh.
they're like
Oh, they're intentionally like they're sandbagging them.
is like the worst, like brain dead almost.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They're
All
like
right.
the workers and stuff like that, you know?
Can I pitch my holiday now?
Can I do mine first? Because it kind of goes off his a little bit. So this one is also about drugs, but you can actually do this one now, and it's not just about drugs. It's about freedom of speech and freedom of expression. On
Fucking
April
hippies.
20th, 420, I think should be an official holiday
And that's it?
for the reason of the Richard Nixon condemning and getting a kid kicked out of school for saying bong hits for Jesus.
Oh, it's like Freedom of Expression Day.
Freedom of Expression Day.
I fuck with it.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's important.
What do you think, Hunter? He wants to do hard drugs.
It's no psychedelic sedative day, but
I mean, fair enough.
do you guys have names for your days?
Freedom of Expression
Okay.
Day.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Mine was New You Day.
New You Day.
Do
Okay.
you? All right. What's yours?
Mine's February 1st.
Okay.
The day before my birthday.
Yeah. It's F1 day. And on
That's actually a good idea.
Thank you. And on F1 day, there's just no speed limits on freeways.
I'm down with that.
Everything's just the Autobahn. Like,
Yeah.
hell
I'm
yeah.
down with it,
F1 day, February. How stoked are you for your commute to work on F1 day?
dude.
Dude.
when I get a Mustang, I would enjoy that day so much because I would go like 160 on the freeway.
Punching gears, fucking sports car rentals are through the roof.
Just for
It would
one
stimulate
day.
the economy, and it would help cull the bad drivers.
Exactly.
Shh, we don't talk about that unexpected benefit of F1 day.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, yeah.
Do you believe that bad drivers should be culled? Because honestly, I think they should be.
No, but I think it should be harder to get a driver's license. I think
It should be.
a practical test every once in a while, like a random practical test, should be like a regular thing.
Because the amount of people, Dave and I were driving last week and we literally almost got in an accident because some dude
Three times, not just once, 3 times. And it's not because Hunter's driving poorly or anything. He's driving perfectly fine.
Like, Hunter drives poorly, but that's not.
He was driving great. He's going the speed limit, 2 hands on the wheel.
I'm a good driver. Like,
be
it's
regular.
like,
like a normal, follow the instructions. And this other dude was like fucking whipping around, and we almost hit him because he just like stopped in the middle of the road and is sideways now.
there's a guy in like a Range Rover Land Rover, and he went into the middle of an intersection off of Broadway, and he looked like he was gonna turn right because he went like wide right.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna speed past him.
Oh, and he's doing a U-turn.
And he did, yeah, he started like a left turn, a U-turn, and then stopped.
You went like, okay, so you know how you go out a little bit to turn right sometimes? Like you go left and then right. He started to do that, then he went right, and then he went left. Now he's sideways in the middle of the intersection,
Okay.
blocking both things of traffic,
Nice.
and then he went straight.
And then he went straight.
And there was nothing in his way that made him do that.
Because I slammed on the brakes. I was like, I'm not about to like launch myself into this man's window because I had my seatbelt on. But if I crash into this like Range Rover, like, what am I gonna do? This thing's like 3 feet taller than me. I'm in a little Honda Civic. I'm gonna hit the front end. I'm gonna like hit my head on the steering wheel. Or I'm gonna be sent through the front of my car and go into his car.
It's going to be just like, you remember the first Fast and the Furious movie with the Slam Civics go under the semi-truck?
Yeah.
You just go straight under the Range Rover sideways. Yeah, no, I'm all for, I think, bad drivers off the road, but it's also like we did this to ourselves when we wanted to build a shitload of roads and make sure everyone owned a car.
That's
and
a
like,
shitty excuse. That's
well,
a shitty
fuck,
excuse.
dude,
We have Uber, we have Lyft.
Oh,
If you
we
need to
have
get-
Uber and Lyft, the most economic options afforded to man.
Well, if you take
They are a
bad
little
drivers off the
expensive.
road and you make it harder to get places, it'll cause more push.
But we
it would cause more demand
We
to. I
need
know.
the public infrastructure.
Yes, and it would cause
Do
more
we, though?
demand to create that public infrastructure.
Well, we also, I mean, it'd be nice to have like walkable cities too. There's a lot
Yes,
of different ways to skin this cat.
Okay, we keep saying, "Oh, it'd be nice. It'd be the blah blah blah. It'd be all this," but we're not doing anything to actually change it.
Well, yeah, the automobile lobbyists are massive.
Okay.
What do you want to fucking?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of money in having people walk to work.
Yes, I understand that, but like
Nike
Nike
lobbying.
if you get more people off the
New
road,
running shoes.
Yeah, then there's
especially
more
the bad
impetus.
drivers, it'd be more incentive to create public infrastructure and different things like that, because there would be more push
Yeah, of
from
course.
those people.
Yeah, but it just doesn't solve it in the interim. For all
Yeah, it's not going to solve it immediately.
they need to get to work and shit.
Catwalks
Yeah,
like
well, they
Vegas.
Catwalks like Vegas,
That'd be good.
or just fucking man. I fucking hate roads.
Take them away. Let's bring back the car and buggies.
Or
You
some
should just
buggy.
be able to walk
some
in a road. It should just be like, you guys ever see like when the Avengers have to go to like a city in a foreign country and there's just cars and people all in the same.
Yeah.
Just fucking run it back, dude.
You know what I want to run back?
Mm.
Let's all make it so that we all have those big wheeled bicycles, and we all have to drive the streets of Long Beach in big wheeled
So
bicycles.
sick.
Just like pull up to classes, like hand on the handlebar, like, yo, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, guys?
Shitloads of bike racks and stuff. Look, you know what? We'll keep PCH and 7th. We'll keep like some major throughways like
10th,
Redondo. That fuck 10th. 10th can go die in a hole. And then yeah, we'll just we'll put a streetcar on 10th and we'll put a sidewalk on 8th and we'll just get all the way. Yeah, I mean, no, it'd be nice to live in a world where less people had to drive.
Well, you make it so less people can drive, and
By
then
taking away their licenses.
take away the license because they can't drive in the first place.
I mean, possibly, but I also have to believe that, like, I mean, how many people are driving without licenses already? Like a ton?
Oh, so many.
Yes, but if you criminalize it, you make it an actual issue, right? It's going to actually push for it more. And then we'll have better infrastructure so the people that are driving without licenses won't need a license because they'll just use that infrastructure.
Think that criminalizing it works. Like, criminalizing it doesn't work on drugs either.
You take away
That's also
the bad drivers.
How do you take away the bad? They're still out there just being bad drivers.
Make them take a practical test,
Okay.
right?
But they still have to go to work, and they're still going to drive their car. They still
They
own
will
a car.
they have to get to work, right?
It's also like, what do you
Okay, if they have to get to work, how are they going to get to work if they can't drive?
They're just going to drive.
We set up cameras.
You think they're just going to drive? I'm saying there will be law-abiding citizens. Those
sure.
law-abiding citizens are going to start the push for different things, and then it trickles and steamrolls into a bigger issue. So more people are willing to ride the bus and do things like that, which causes more demand for buses, causes more like actual use for those things, and they will get used more, and then they will get pushed for more.
Yeah, I just
you
don't.
have to make demand for it.
Like,
that's how. That's the world we live in. With it.
I feel you, but you can make demand a lot of ways. It's gotta involve light beer,
Shooting a beer
shooting a beer.
and then shotgunning it. Actually, correction. Shooting a beer using the hole to pour the beer into a red Solo cup while that song is playing.
Yeah.
And then, Toby Keith in general, just him in general playing, and then chugging it while hawks and bald eagles are screeching and yelling. You know the classic bald eagle screech that we all think of?
Yeah.
It's actually a hawk.
No.
Yeah. And I saw it on TikTok, and I'm just like, yeah, have you ever... I've heard a bald eagle, like, do their weird noises. They're just a fucking bird.
They just chirp.
Yeah.
They don't have the screech.
No. I've heard the hawk screech, too. Yeah, they're both deadly.
I think the most American thing you could do is roll up a joint with ballot paper and smoke it on Benjamin Franklin's grave.
Honestly, if he was still alive, I would love to fucking pass him a joint.
Yeah, I wish
Benny Frank, homeboy, all right? He started a lot.
B. Franklin.
Benny Franklin, fucking hookers in Paris on a diplomatic mission. Bullshit, all right?
Hey, did the French show up or what?
That man was getting
That
wasted.
dick saved America.
Honestly, he did. He saved... That entire... Him being in France saved America because it also like pushed for American ideals and stuff like that of hookers and getting drunk all the fucking time.
I think one of the most American things you can do is probably set off fireworks over a body of water while also being heavily intoxicated. Not me, because I'm not 21.
Good man.
And then also, as soon as you're done with those cans of light beer, as you described,
of course,
you then shoot them, because you gotta have the beer first before the gunpowder and the metal goes through it, just in case it sticks in there.
I want to taste the gunpowder.
I want to taste that lead.
I want to taste it.
you gotta rim the pint glass with gunpowder.
Yeah.
Speaking of fire, you know that Kid Rock song is about him sleeping with an underage girl?
What
Kid Rock song?
The Kid Rock song.
Okay, which one?
The she was 17, but she was far from in between.
Oh, yeah.
He was like problematically old when he released a song about sleeping with a 17-year-old.
Probably.
Wasn't that the summer of '69?
Summer of '69. Okay.
How old was he when that was released, though?
Dude, like 30.
Okay, but when was that released?
He was. Yeah, when was that released? Because he wasn't released in 1969 when he was 30. That's not what happened.
I don't think it's the summer of '69.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Summer of '69. Because it talks about Sweet Home Alabama and all this shit, right?
That's the song by Bryan Adams. You guys are just wrong.
Alabama,
It's
You sang that song.
That's the song you sang.
You sang that.
No, it's all summer long. Kid Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the song I sang. It was 1989.
1989. Okay, when did it release?
No, that's the opening bar to the...
Okay, but when did the song release?
1989.
It was 1989. That's like
40
40 years ago now.
The lyric video released in 2012. 2009.
2009. Okay. Yeah, it's not.
It's not ideal.
It's not the best.
I guess he's not 30.
I'm really
not
bad at
saying
math.
he
Can
wrote
someone do that?
He was like
for me?
20 something.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he didn't write it then, and he didn't write it about him. He didn't actually fuck a 17-year-old girl.
You don't think Kid Rock's been to the island?
Oh, yes.
Tell
Okay,
me which water they were making love by.
in 2009.
Sure.
How many years ago was that? In 1989. 20 years, right?
1989 is 20 years.
20 years.
So he was 10.
Yeah. Who's the real pedophile now? It's the girl.
Dude, that's honestly kind of lit. Imagine being a 10-year-old being like, yeah, I just got with a 17-year-old.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Whoa. Hunter's a victim.
Hunter's a victim.
Yeah.
You don't fucking hope he's a victim.
There's tons of stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
Like in music.
that's classic country right there.
Not even just country. The Beatles have a song like that.
No way.
Yeah.
What was their deal?
It was the same. She was just 17.
Oh, well, but they're also British, I think, because it's like
It's
16 or
same.
17 over there.
It's the same.
Well, because
It's
they
the
can,
same?
I'm pretty
they
sure
can,
it's 18.
they can drink
They
when
can
younger
drink
though.
at
They could
16.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
weird over in Europe.
Europeans are just weird.
God
bless America.
It's very much like you start, because I just spent some time over there, and when I was going to the clubs and stuff, I was 22. I just turned 22, and I was like, damn, I'm like, there's like, everyone here is like 17 to 22, and then there's like a couple of like 25-year-olds who are like the old guys, and I was like, this is crazy. Like,
Because you're like, I'm close to being old. Why am I here?
dude, because you go out to the bars here, you turn 21, you go out to the bars, and it's like there's like 35-year-olds and stuff, and you're like, whoa, like what is, and then you go over there, and it's like, oh, there's like high schoolers here, like it's crazy.
That's just like their like culture. It's so weird too, because the high schoolers will be like, yeah, let's just go out to celebrate. It's like, you're
Where are you going out?
17.
Yeah.
Where are you going? We're going to the bar.
Dude, it's like if you're like 15 or whatever, you can buy a beer as long as you buy lunch with it and stuff. It's like there's like all
wild.
sorts of wild rules over there. Not to say Paul McCartney wasn't a creep, but
Paul McCartney wasn't the creep in the Beatles.
oh, who's
though.
the creep in the
This
Beatles?
is John.
Oh, I don't know.
John was a fucking weirdo.
That was gonna be my other guess. I don't know.
No, John Lennon was definitely a
They're
Wacko.
all a little weird, but
little kooky.
What age were they when they like got famous?
they're in their
Probably in
20s.
their 20s.
They're in their 20s. They're pretty young.
Here's the thing with fame is most people get famous in their 20s and will either keep that or they get famous younger and they don't keep it. Like child actors and stuff, like they'll get famous and it's either they go downhill because something bad happens to them or they keep their attraction enough to the point where the public finds them attractive or the public finds them interesting, and then slowly their like fame just wears off and it goes to like new people. Or they get famous when they're 20s. They keep that like fame and stuff, fame, attraction until like their 50s, 60s, and then slowly they kind of start going like, yeah, I'm not gonna work in as much stuff anymore. And,
I
like, be
definitely.
done.
I mean, I agree that that's how it used to be.
That's
but
how
I
it
feel
used
like
to be.
now, like the
Now it's
last
so
couple of
different.
years. I mean, like
There's such a big turnover rate
like
for
the
celebrities now.
Minecraft YouTubers who got famous when they were like 15 are just like.
And then they became pedophiles.
Oh yeah, but
that's
that
the
did
other
happen
thing.
to a bunch of them actually.
How many of those YouTubers became famous, got into their 20s, and then started work on other stuff, or just kind of went like, I have a real job now, like
I don't think any of them got real. I don't think anyone's like an accountant.
That was a big group, but they're not as popular. None of them are as popular because what gets popular changes. Like Minecraft YouTube is not
Dude,
what
I
it used
still
to be.
think
you
it.
know?
Well, yeah, it's not what it used to be, but they're still doing.
Yeah, they're still doing
They're
it. and
still
it's
doing a million on a
it's
fucking.
more niche community, I guess. You know.
Maybe, but I also think the world just got bigger around it. Like I think in like the early YouTube days, I think as like a percent of the pie, Minecraft or video games was bigger. But as that pie's gotten bigger, I don't think that those numbers have gone down as much as other numbers have gone.
The numbers of streams in streaming went up just crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like being a streamer is insane, and now it was Fortnite streaming, and that's what killed the Minecraft YouTuber. In
Fortnite.
Skibbity toilet Fortnite.
God, I hate working with kids.
You know what's crazy?
When they start doing that shit, I'm like, no, shut up.
Apparently, my girlfriend's 11-year-old brother is a skibbity toilet.
My fucking goat.
What
Can
a
we get
lad.
your girlfriend's 11-year-old brother on the pod?
I don't know if
Actually, we
Her
would
mom
actually.
What happened to just
appreciate that.
scatting? You know, like
What happened?
like what the fuck happened to that? Why isn't it a skibbity?
Sorry, did you just say what happened to scatting?
Scatting, yes.
Yeah,
What,
Scatman.
what happened to scatting? I used to just walk around the house and be like, right?
No one's taking it away from you.
It's still no, because now if I
it's
do that,
skibbity
it's
toilet.
skibbity toilet, and everyone's like, "You're just doing skibbity toilet. Shut
You're
the
weird.
fuck up," or "You're just being the scat man.
Are people,
Shut the fuck up."
Are
No,
people
I'm very upset
bullying
about
you
this
for
shit.
scatting?
Yes,
I don't believe you.
I'm so fucking pissed about this. God, it's so hot in here.
It's so hot, dude. I'm like sweating so hard right now.
It's
I love
fucking
the
hot.
fact I kept my chill and Dave
I
was
want to
dying
fucking
in the
scat. I want to go boop, 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 boop. Not
Well, you
this
don't get to
fucking
scat
bullshit.
anymore.
I don't want to be the scat man. I just want to fucking scat. La, 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 la.
You grow up and you become an accountant. God damn it!
It's so hot in here.
It's your dream.
Why are you wearing pants?
We are wearing.
I'm also the only one wearing shoes.
I'm wearing shoes. I got my Birks on.
Those aren't shoes. He's wearing Crocs.
Wait, Crocs are definitely shoes.
Crocs
I-
are not shoes. Crocs are bullshit excuses for shoes.
I have no
Remember
socks.
when we were talking about Idiocracy, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crocs came from that movie when the
Oh my!
director
They didn't
said,
come from that movie.
yes, it did. They said,
Don't
find...
slam the table.
I'm fucking slamming the table.
It's gonna fuck up the audio.
Shut the fuck up.
Kill yourself.
Crocs came from that movie because the director went to his
The costume
guy
yeah.
and said, find the dumbest shoes future people can wear. And they came up with Crocs. And that's what stimulated Crocs even more to be able to market it out more. And now they're popular.
There's no
Crocs
shot that was from that
started
movie.
Just
from dumb future people.
That's not.
I gotta,
Yes,
I
it
gotta,
is
not
no,
true.
I gotta throw it out there too. Crocs are also wildly popular in like healthcare. Like
yes.
Absolutely.
the really smart people who are on their feet all day love Crocs.
Yeah.
Nurses know. Nurses know.
hate
That's
'em.
just it. Just nurses know.
Nurses know.
I'm gonna keep that
Have
as
you
a.
met like a nurse, like a nursing major or anything?
I've met
I
like
know
a real
multiple
nurse.
people
Yeah,
who-
like I'm good friends with
I
some
know
nurses.
multiple
Yeah,
people who
they're
are
not-
nursing majors.
Oh my god!
Like, no offense if you
I-
are, but I know some nurses.
I know
and they
many
just, they're-
nurses.
I know many nurses. I know many nursing majors. People who go into the field, and they're not the most common sense people.
It's insane to say that
Actually,
about such a difficult
no.
career to
No,
get
you know what's
into.
no,
funny?
that has nothing to do with it. You can get into anything difficult. Look at the fucking nerds and like science people, right? It's so hard to be a scientist. You have to be very smart and do that.
I look at the only STEM major here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and we
here's-
know what he's
no!
about. All right.
Oh, wait.
You're proving my point even more.
I just want to say, sometimes a lot of people that go into STEM majors or like people who are going into healthcare, they are very smart. We kind of trade in those smarts for common sense. I will say
Saying,
I do
that's
the
what I'm
same.
saying.
Okay,
I do the same.
see.
You get what I'm
Um,
saying?
I
Yeah,
know
it's just
It's they can apply a catheter, but they can't write a check.
they can't write a check.
Have you tried to? Do you know how to write a check?
We could just bring a nurse on and see if they could write a check. That's not that difficult.
It's the point I'm getting at. And yes, there's so many people in the world that just can't write a check anymore, or
Look,
like do basic
have you been
human
watching
things.
that
Can
one-
you file your taxes? Do you know how to file your taxes?
Do I know how or do I?
Do you know how?
Of course.
Do you?
Yeah, I do great at it. I help people with their taxes.
Okay, I do the same shit.
I got some nuts you could suck on too.
I got a
It's the people that are
dad
in
got
class.
a CPA, so he sent me the file, and then I sent it back with anything that I needed to
I
fill out.
fucking hate this
proving
guy.
our point
Wait,
even
does
more
your
right
dad
now.
want to be our accountant?
No, my dad is not a CPA.
Oh.
Okay.
We got a CPA.
Oh, I thought you
and
said your
then
dad was a CPA.
It wasn't that
it's-
hard.
it's
I had
the-
forms.
It's the people that are like complaining that public school doesn't teach you how to file taxes. Yeah, you're supposed to figure that shit out on your own. You know,
Also,
it's
it's
the
so
people that are
easy.
going to public school
They
to figure
give you
out
the
everything.
forms
You
to
can't
fill
get
it out.
Yeah,
It's-
and people don't know how to fucking do it still.
well, that's
God,
just
it's hot in here.
it's just a reading
We
comprehension
have to
thing,
keep.
I would say.
We have to keep it hot because Dave's having these good opinions and getting upset.
Yeah, this is the most electric Dave's been maybe
It's so
ever.
fucking hot. I'm literally sweating.
I am too.
Buddy, I'm sweating hard. No, I'm not sniffing you.
Dave's a.
All right.
it's hot.
Back to, here we go, Dave. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas or Halloween movie?
It's a Thanksgiving movie. Next question.
I can't. You can't just say
No,
that.
no. Why is it a Thanksgiving?
Because
movie?
it's
no,
in
hold
between. It's the only holiday that's popular, and it's in between. It's hot.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's obviously a
So
Christmas movie.
it's. I think it's a Halloween movie because it's based in Halloween Town.
Who the fuck
And-
cares?
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When
Is
he
it
goes,
always Halloween in Halloween Town.
Why can't we just watch it on
yes,
both?
it is. It
can't
actually
it
is.
just be both?
I watch
What
it
the
on both
fuck?
because it goes all the way through. But here's the thing. It's based in Halloween Town, and when he goes to get into the Christmas thing, you see all the trees with all the different
Yeah.
holidays on it. You see Easter, you see Thanksgiving because it has the cornucopia on one of them, and then it has Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I think it also has like 4th of July, I think, as well. It might.
God
It's just-
bless America.
It's a tree
God
with
bless-
fireworks and beers under it.
Doesn't-
it has
doesn't
fireworks, I
fucking
think,
the
and then it's a
skeleton guy-
hat, the American hat.
Doesn't the fucking Jack Skellington? Doesn't he have a British accent?
No,
No.
he just
I'm
has
pretty
an
sure he does.
interesting accent.
You would be a great Jack Skellington for Halloween.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I could do that.
Tall and
Thank
lanky.
you.
We get you like a skin tight suit.
Yeah.
With big coattails on
Oh
it.
yeah. All right, what the
Do
fuck-
some
what's-
whiteface.
What's the next question?
Also,
I know I came up with that one, but like,
Hey, actually, you know what? We're talking about holidays. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween?
for Halloween,
Yeah.
I don't know.
gay.
Yeah,
Same,
You
dumb
already
thing.
are, but
Good
oh my
God.
god,
This is the
it's
worst.
so hot in here.
What do you want me to do?
It's hot.
And
Control the weather?
Yes. God, what? All right,
Well, we
It's 70. It's 81 degrees
Outside.
outside.
It's gonna be
in
like- it's
here.
90.
It's like close to 90.
it's 100% 90 in here.
Well,
Well,
there's three
For
sweaty
Halloween-
men in here, and I'm freaking the fuck out right now.
can we do like a well, we're going to need to do a Halloween episode like the four
Yeah.
of us.
We'll just do it in costume or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do it in costume. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do for Halloween this year.
I only
let's
asked
get
because-
3 other people and let's be Power Rangers.
funny enough that you say that because my girlfriend and I already made a plan. She wants me to be Ricky Bobby, and she's gonna be the girl that goes, "Hey driver, drive these."
Doesn't she leave him for his best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
I said that too. I was
Cool.
like, that happens in the movie, right? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, like, why choose that then? She was like, I don't know. It's just funny. I was like,
I feel,
okay.
In middle school,
Okay.
my girlfriend wanted to go as Katniss, but I look way more like Gale than I look like PETA, so that's how that shit had to go down.
Gale?
We're no longer together, so I guess it was
think
Gale.
you're
Gale's the guy, like the dark haired, because she has like a dark haired love interest and a light haired love interest, and she ends up going with the light haired love interest into
I
the
know
games.
PETA.
Yeah, Gale's the other guy. He's like the hometown.
Oh, he's
Hometown boy.
the hometown buff dude. He's
Tall,
like,
tall, dark.
He's a tall, dark,
sexy.
and handsome, and
hi.
man, I love
Yeah.
Josh.
I don't
though.
want you to go
Josh
to the games.
Hutcherson. You guys know him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love- I
He
love
was a
him as
big
an
part
actor.
of. I mean, Bridge to Terabithia. Like he was in a
Yeah.
lot of good stuff.
He
You
was
know,
in
he was
the
in,
the Middle Earth one.
What the fuck is that name?
did you-
Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
He was in that.
Really?
He was a little boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wasn't like Brad Pitt or someone? The fuck? Who's the voice?
Christian Bale. Was
Christian
Howl,
Bale is Howl.
And Billy Crystal was Calcifer.
What movie are you?
Billy Crystal
even
is
talking
also
about?
No idea who. Howl's
Mike
Moving Castle?
Wazowski.
That's crazy. Howl's Moving Castle? It's like a animated movie.
You would like Ghibli
It's
movies.
Ghibli, yeah.
I feel like
fire!
I feel like
Fire.
you'd like it.
Yeah, it's like
I
a classic.
would probably love it.
I have it on DVD.
Fire! Let's
Weird.
watch it.
Shut the fuck up.
Uh,
It's Ghibli. It's like Disney almost. You know.
Ghibli is literally just the anime version of Disney, and you cannot change my mind.
you know what?
I think it's more Disney than.
I might do like Billy
anime.
Butcher or something.
Billy Butcher. If you cut your hair,
Yeah.
you would do that perfectly.
Yep.
You would
And
look
if
like
you
Billy.
did that, I'll dress up as Huey.
Can you
I think I'm more of a
yeah, he's
Huey.
definitely
You're a Huey.
Huey.
I'm more of a
You should
Huey.
dress
You
up
could
as
be
MM.
MM.
No.
Blackface. You could do Frenchie.
You could do Frenchie. You do have kind of a little Frenchie look to you.
He looks more like Frenchie because he's more gay.
What the fuck? He's just more
Frenchie
expressive.
doesn't look gay. He's just
He is gay.
He's bi.
That's Dave.
Well, you do look more bi.
Disclaimer: I'm not. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just your vibes, Dave. It's
Hey,
just your
if
vibes.
thank
you're
you,
a
thank
fan
you.
out there and you think you can change him, I believe in you.
Please don't send me more. I don't want to see your dick. All right, thank you.
Wait,
I want to see your letters.
who was
That's your
earlier
dick.
asking for ball art?
Hunter was.
No, I was asking for ball art
was.
because people were gonna pee and it was gonna be 3D
I was-
printing
I
a little
was
art,
talking
and
about
I
the-
wanted to see the actual art and not their balls.
Yeah, we were talking about piss art, not ball art.
You said
Get
ball
your
art.
mind out of the
Well,
gutter.
I just said
He
ball
said
art
ball
because
art.
they pissed it out, and it was from their balls, and so it's ball art. It's the art from their balls, and so I want to see the art.
Well, it's been a joy having you this week.
This has been our best episode yet. Thank you for having us.
Lots of discourse.
Lots of discourse. I'm Dave.
I'm Brad.
I'm Hunter.
And this has been Getting to
This
It.
has been Getting to It. Please follow our Instagram.
We're on Getting to
TikTok.
It Pod everywhere. Instagram, TikTok. That's all the places we are.
On this
YouTube, we're Getting to It Podcast. But
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.